Okay, let's go to
It's because there's nothing left of the hand to damage. It's already deformed. Like
exactly, yeah. Okay, let's go to page 118, the Chi Mastery. Now, there only the exclusive forms start with a Chi Mastery power, except for Tai Chi Chuan. I think they might, but all the other ones are just exclusive forms only. You can get them later on in levels from other martial arts forms, but Chi Mastery is special in that if you get any power in Chi Mastery, you get 3 abilities on top of that. Everyone has Chi, yet only those characters with at least 1 Chi Mastery skill understand how to use the power of their Chi. Even then, characters must focus their Chi on a particular Chi skill before it can be used. Focusing takes 1 melee round action, but can be done during combat or at any other time. After the Chi is focused, the character can perform that one particular Chi skill continuously. Switching to another Chi skill, you have to use your another melee action to do so, and then you can do that skill until you change it. Now, regardless of which Chi Mastery power you get these 3 abilities as well. Because these 3 abilities are necessary for you to properly sense and move your Chi around to perform any of these other abilities. For example, Chi awareness. You have to be aware of Chi. You have to be able to sense it within yourself, and therefore you're able to sense it within others. So you can not only sense that other people have Chi, that you have Chi, you can sense relative strength of Chi. You can sense if anyone around you has Chi mastery skills because their Chi will be less chaotic. It'll be more controlled. It'll be calm. Anyone with more Chi than yourself. So if you're like a 15th level Tai Chi Chuan master, you have a whole shit ton of Chi, right? And someone comes up, oh yeah, he's got double your Chi. I'm sorry, who, what, where? I left all the water on. I gotta go. Chi relaxation. The ability to calm the mind. This means a character can go to sleep instantly, eat without indigestion, relax in the face of danger, and otherwise cool it whenever necessary. Now, these have amazing effects if brought over to other areas like Heroes Unlimited or especially Rifts. Because highlight the next thing.
Which one? Of course. This also gives character resistant. Okay.
To different effects of insanity or drug addiction.
Okay, no, you cannot be a crazy or a juicer and have this.
Yes, you can.
Nope. I'm nixing that.
I'm just saying, by the rules, you cannot become a martial artist with this ability if you are already a juicer or a crazy. But the juicer or crazy is a procedure. You can get it any time in your life. If you are a martial artist who is, by no fault of their own, rifted to Rifts, you're like, well, shit. What am I going to do now?
I would say that with the bonuses that they give you, those drugs are way too powerful.
I get it, but think of the crazy.
I wouldn't allow it.
Here's the thing. As long as you have, I think it's 10 Chi. Yes, as long as you have 10 Chi, you automatically negate the negative effects of any drug addiction or insanity. As long as you have 10 Chi in your body.
I just wouldn't allow it. Like that I wouldn't even have
to fight this rule. But by the rules, this is how it works. And so that's what I'm talking about. Now, the moment you dip below that, for any reason, someone attacks you with a negative Chi attack, or you use Chi abilities, it costs Chi to use Chi abilities. Once you drop below 10, you are now under the full effect of your drug addiction and or insanity. Or if you're a crazy, insanities. They all hit you at once. Yay. But any character with Chi mastery can use Chi relaxation to regain lost Chi. A full hour's meditation will recover all lost Chi, no matter what the amount. So if you have an hour of meditation, if your insanity allows you to do that, or you can fight off that heroin addiction long enough to meditate for an hour, then your chi will be recharged to full. As long as you are later on, it tells you, as long as you are in a positive chi environment. If you are in a cursed crypt of the damned underground, surrounded by an angry Indian reservation, well, that is a negative chi environment. Sorry, have fun.
I shall cleanse the chi.
Well, you're under 10. You're having trouble. You're having trouble. Not doing that. So
can I just use my little chi shaker? And
sorry, no chi shaker for you. And your third ability is to defend against chi attacks. People who fill their body with negative chi can use that negative chi to attack your positive chi. You can use positive chi to defend against these negative chi attacks. It's not great. Okay, negative chi attacks are very strong. Each point of positive chi used to defend against is capable of destroying 1d6 of attacking negative chi points. Now, in a negative chi attack, each negative chi used to attack you is 1d6 negative chi point attack. So for every point they use, they get a d6 to roll against you. For every point you use, you get a d6 to defend against. So it's basically whoever rolls big gets to go home. The other guy gets boned. And you're able to flush negative chi out of your body in one round, or flush positive chi out of your body in one round, using the getting rid of negative chi. Now, the reason you'd want to do this, even if you're evil and you have negative chi attacks and you want to have negative chi in your body to draw from to use these attacks, like any other living being, you literally cannot heal if you have no chi, and having negative chi is the same as having no chi. So you have to be able to flush the negative chi out of your body and then put positive chi back in to be able to heal again. So this whole getting rid of negative chi, it takes one round to flush and then an hour to get back your positive chi using ability 2. But you can immediately flush negative chi from your body using this ability. Now, that's what you get by having any of these chi attack abilities. So let's go toward the positive chi skill. That's on page 119. Let's use Dragon Chi. That's ability number 2, Dragon Chi. This ability allows the martial artist to tap the dynamic chi of the world. This works 3 ways. First, a character can replenish any lost chi simply by dynamically charging with internal energy, thereby replacing lost chi every melee round. Secondly, a character can borrow chi from another person, drawing it directly from their body to another. Finally, the character can channel the surrounding chi into chi attacks or other chi mastery skills. Once focused on channeling, the character can use other chi skills without losing the effects of Dragon Chi. Dragon Chi, if you are in a place that has positive chi, like you are in an untouched meadow or a bonsai tree laden garden, this is why rich Japanese households had those gardens in the back. It made it a positive chi environment. And using Dragon Chi, you can at the end of every round, you replenish your chi up to the positive chi environment you are in. Like if you are in a natural surrounding above ground during the day, that is base 3 positive chi. That means you will get 3 chi every round using Dragon Chi. If you are in that Japanese garden, that is a 6 positive chi area. At the end of every round, you will gain 6 positive chi. This is an excellent ability to have, especially if you want to use chi abilities because they cost chi. At the end of every round, you will replenish all or some of them back, which is great. I like that.
I'm waiting to see if Noro types in there to be like, no, that isn't what those gardens are for.
Okay, shut up, Noah. Okay, number 3, body chi. This is the ability to focus chi directly to influence the character's body attributes. Chi is directed into either mental endurance, mental affinity, physical prowess, physical strength, or speed. Each point of chi adds 5 points directly to the attribute for the full melee round. That means if you do this at the beginning of the round, you spend 1 action to pump, say, 3 points of chi into your strength. For the rest of that round, until your next action that you go again in the next round, you are plus 15 physical strength. That is bananas. You are now striking like a mule. If you had 15 before, you have a 30 strength now. That's maximum human potential. That's crazy. And of course, if you do physical prowess for the rest of the round, that will increase your dodge, your parry, and whatever. Your dodge, parry, and strike. It will increase that because your base physical prowess just went up.
Just for the round.
Just for the round. Okay, now let's go into some negative chi skills. This is page 120. The one finger chi or negative empty chi. The character can focus negative chi into a completely disembodied force. This can then be used to attack from a distance without the character actually touching the target. Maximum range is 30 feet. Roll a d20 to strike as usual, but the physical bonuses to strike do not apply. Instead, you get a +3 chi strike bonus, and that's it. You're attacking with your mind. How fast you move your body doesn't matter. You can have a physical prowess of 28. It's not going to help you with the chi strike, okay? When negative chi is used in a telekinetic force attack and damage, the amount of force available varies according to the number of chi points expended. 1 point per melee round gives the character force equal to 3 points of SDC damage. Victims of this attack cannot parry or dodge. So any strike above 4 hits, but it can be rolled to get half damage. You cannot dodge or parry this attack because you can't see it. So let's say I have 10 negative chi. I dump 5 chi into this one finger negative empty chi attack. If I hit you, which I probably will, because all I have to do is roll a 5 or higher. Actually, no, I have to roll a 2 because a 1 is an auto fail. I have to roll a 2 because I get a +3. That would make it 5. As long as I don't roll a 1, you take 15 damage. I'm 30 feet away. I'm outside of your retaliation range. Oops.
It's Palladium magic missile.
Palladium magic missile. Basically right. Yes. Dark chi. Here we go. This is on page 121. Dark chi. Just as the positive chi skill channels positive chi, so does this channel negative chi. This ability allows a martial artist to tap the negative chi of the world. It's the same thing as the dragon chi, but this time, if you are in a negative chi environment, at the end of every round, you get more negative chi depending on how strong of that environment. In any underground dark area, that's considered -3 chi. That's considered 3 negative chi per round you can get. If you are in the aforementioned underground pissed off Indian burial site that people have actually literally pissed on graves, that's -9. That's 9 negative chi per round that you will get back by using this ability. That makes that whole negative empty chi attack even worse, because at the end of every round, you get more bullets back in that particular gun. So those two abilities together, very dangerous. If you are in a negative chi environment, very dangerous for you. All right, now we're moving on to martial arts techniques. Falling technique. Character learns to find out of falling. You can fall at a safe distance of 50 feet or less. You take no damage. This is like a...
Everybody can do that.
Yeah. This is very much like the kung fu action flick, or like a Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where everyone was falling from great distances or jumping great heights or whatever, and they were more like floating than not. This is like that. It's basically that. Let's move over to page 122, number 5, the martial art awareness, or Zanshin. In Japanese, this is often called Tsuki no Kobo. Nope. Which means
Tsuki no
mind like
Kokoro.
the moon. That's because it is said that the martial artist's mind floats above the body, calmly sensing all activity around it. A threat, no matter how slight, will disturb that calm. As the master might put it, as someone thinks to attack me, that person's chi comes toward me. I have only to follow the chi and I will know the source of the attack. This ability is one of readiness and awareness. Training involves being constantly alert, even while sleeping or in the bathroom. I like how they used a bathroom with an exclamation point. That's nice. The martial artist will instantly sense anyone who enters the Sanshin circle, including animals and even those with intangibility or invisibility, though he cannot see them. Bonuses: +6 to initiative, +2 to parry, +4 to dodge, and cannot be surprised from attacks from behind. When fighting an invisible foe, these Zanshin bonuses do not apply, but his other combat skills remain unimpaired due to his mystical awareness. This character does not suffer the usual penalties from fighting an invisible foe. Usually, if you're fighting someone invisible, you're minus to hit, strike, dodge, parry, whatever. You keep those bonuses. You lose the +6 initiative, +2 to parry, +4 to dodge, but you keep your normal physical prowess bonuses when fighting invisible people. Now, if you're having trouble picturing what this means, I want you to think of a first-person shooter. You are inside the head of your character. All right, that's your viewpoint from your character's eyes. What if you could scroll back into third-person view? That's exactly what you're doing with this ability. In combat, you're able to scroll back to see the whole area. No one can sneak up on you. You can see people coming from further away. This is a very, very powerful ability in hand-to-hand combat. Your Peter sense is tingling. Yes, it's a little bit like Spider sense. More so, omniscient third-person type combat where you can scroll back and look above yourself in a 3/4 view. It's a hack, basically. It's a combat hack. And then we have special katas. Now, a lot of martial arts form teach you special katas. These katas are usually just for you to practice your form,
muscle memory,
practice your precision. Repetition becomes muscle memory. But if you are a real martial artist, as in, I'm not talking strip mall martial artist, I'm talking I went to a monastery in China martial artist, these katas become deadly attack forms. The reason being is because you studied under penalty of pain, under penalty of punishment. You studied them so well and so hard that every single move is perfect. Every single movement in this kata has been done thousands of times. It is perfect. Everything you do is perfect, and it is reflected in this kata. For example, Fortress Penetration Kata. That's the first one. A single-minded attack on a single opponent. This kata is designed to penetrate the defenses of any opponent. All strike rolls receive a +3 bonus, plus the character's normal attribute and form bonuses. So this is +3 on top of everything you get. You get 3 more. Otherwise, the character uses the usual number of attacks per melee round and performs all of their defensive moves at -3. Because this form is all martial arts katas are rigid. You cannot change. Once you start a kata, you must complete the kata. So most of the detriment is its lack of fluidity, its rigidity. It is, if you know that kata, you know how to defeat it. Because you know what's coming next in the sequence of attacks that is this kata. So there are strengths and there are weaknesses, and all the katas are the same. Some of them are weapon katas, some of them are hand-to-hand katas, some of them specialize in closing distance, some of them specialize in closing distance, attacking, and then disengaging from a hand-to-hand range. So at the end of the round, you are out of hand-to-hand range of your combatant before they can attack you. And then we have the Senjoriki powers. These are the last of the special powers. This is on page 123. There are in martial arts forms certain powers that defy conventional explanation. They are called supernormal spirit powers or kamijutsu. Kamijutsu. Yeah.
Kamijitsu.
Yeah. They are all Zenjuriki. Although the Zenjuriki powers don't use chi, they require the character to be charged up with at least 1 point of chi, positive or negative. Characters whose chi is 0 are unable to use these at all. You have to have some kind of chi to use these powers. Calm Minds is stupid. We're moving on from that. Let's go to Kurumi Jutsu, the next page 124, power number 2. The character has the mystic ability that allows him to reduce his body's weight to 85% normal. This is again Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon,
where they were by 85%, so it'd be 15%.
Yes, you now weigh 15% of what you normally weigh. So you can if you remember Kill Bill, where Pai Mei jumped and landed on the bride's sword and stood there, that's because he weighed a fraction of his normal weight at that moment. Or in Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, where they were running along like small branches and stuff, that's because they only weighed 5 pounds. So because they're Asian to begin with, they only weigh 85 pounds to begin with, and then take away 85% of that. Well, you've got basically a paperweight, right? So yes, it allows you to fall from 2,000 feet without suffering more than 2d4 damage. It allows you to jump extremely high. Basically, think of yourself on the moon. Basically, that's basically you have moon gravity now. Maybe a little less than.
Well, no, I think a little more than, because this says 10 times. The moon's gravity is 1/6.
That's true. Fair enough. Okay, and then the next one we're going to look at is Vibrating Palm.
Oh, sorry. Not Quivering Palm.
Not Quivering Palm. Vibrating Palm. We don't want to use the word quivering because that's creepy. The Vibrating Palm move shatters any material object by setting up a sympathetic vibration that is destructive. In the first melee round, the Vibrating Palm does 1 point of SDC. Every round thereafter that you are continuing the Vibrating Palm, the damage doubles. 1 goes to 2, 2 goes to 4, 4 goes to 8, 8 goes to 16, and so on until the thing you are vibrating is destroyed. It will eventually die. Nothing has that much SDC, especially when you're doubling every 15 seconds. If you are locked in a room, you are given enough time, you are going to get out of that room. But it's a bunker. It's 15 foot thick of reinforced leaded concrete. I don't care. If you got enough time, you will get out of that room. It will happen.
Can it affect MDC?
Actually, if you look at the conversion book, yes. Okay. Vibrating Palm is an MDC attack against MDC structures and supernatural creatures. Because even mega damage material has a sympathetic frequency that it vibrates at. And so it's a mega damage frequency. The Vibrating Palm will do mega damage back to it. All right, now we're going into the hand-to-hand combat section. This is the stuff that makes up for not having those +2 attacks that Heroes Unlimited gets. Because you get all of these special combat moves that negate people's initiatives, negate people's attacks, diminish their ability to hit you, diminish their ability to do basically anything against you. So what we're going to do is we're going to look through and we're going to look for all the stuff that says new. Combat terms.
Yeah, what you're going to have to tell me what page you're
Page 127, automatic body flip throw. New. There it is. Certain martial arts forms can do a body flip throw in place of a parry. Remember, in hand-to-hand combat, parrying is an automatic. It doesn't cost an action to parry. You can block you can go like that without wasting an action. So this is an automatic thing. That means that instead of blocking or deflecting the blow, the character attempts to leverage the attacker's own force into a flip. This is Aikido and Jiu-Jitsu gets this early in their tree. Early in their martial arts tree. Success requires beating the attacker's strike just like a parry would, but using the bonuses for body flip throw only instead of for parry. Failure means taking full damage from the attack without a chance to roll with fall punch or impact. So if someone attacks you, you have the ability to instantly Steven Seagal their ass to the ground. Just boom, they're on the ground.
Well, now he would just use his own weight to bring him to the ground.
No, fair enough. That's true. But that person basically wasted an attack. They wasted an attack on you. That's what happened. And then we go to critical body flip throw, which is right under. Characters with critical body flip throw can do critical strikes, double damage, by rolling a certain number. A natural strike roll is one without bonuses. Note, critical body flip throws never happen during automatic body flip throws. You have to actually use an action to do this. The critical body flip throw is an attack. The automatic body flow is defense. Now, a normal body flip throw does D4 or D6, I forget which one, in damage. But certain martial arts forms give you a bonus damage to body flip throw, like jujitsu or judo or aikido or whatever. This one is a critical one. That means if it works, you get a critical, it doubles that damage. So not only do they lose initiative because they were body flip thrown, they lose an attack because they were body flip thrown. Now they're taking double damage because you critical body flip throwed them.
This is more like a pro wrestling suplex.
Yeah, okay, I can get with that.
Damn cat.
We're going to skip over breakfall because we're just going to. We're going to go to a cartwheel. It's an attack. It's new. Holding the body rigidly extended, the character rolls like a wheel by using the arms and legs as spokes. This maneuver can be used to move quickly into combat range. A cartwheel can also be used as a part of a combined strike against an opponent to the rear of the character when used with either an axe kick, wheel kick, or knife hand. If striking with a cartwheel, use only the cartwheel bonus. Must be used as the first attack in a melee round. Cannot be used with death blow or knockout stun. This is if you are outside of melee combat range, you can use a cartwheel attack as your first attack to automatically cover the distance to now be in melee combat range. So all your next attacks are normal.
See, my Sifu would just say, take that out of the game. He'd be like, no, you use cartwheels to get away. My Sifu is a pussy. No.
there is another one. It's called a backflip to get out of.
Yeah, we actually had to practice. I didn't even know I could do cartwheels until I took Kung Fu. And
really, you were never a kid?
I never did cartwheels as a kid. No.
Wow. All right. Cool.
Did somersaults.
We will move into page 128. Combination moves. There they are. Putting two or more moves together in a single action. Remember, when using combination move, no other automatic move is possible, including automatic parry. Combination moves cannot be used as knockout stun or death blow attacks. Combination moves are combination parry attack, power block parry, combination grab kick, reverse turning kick, and drop kick. These are all special martial arts moves that combine either an attack and a defense or two attacks into a single action. Again, you are making up for the fact that you have less attacks than a Heroes Unlimited character because you have the ability to combine two different actions into a single attack.
See, when I think drop kick, I think taking somebody, bouncing them off the ground, and then kicking them. That's not what it is. I just read it. It'd be funny if it was.
It would be funny, yeah. Disarm. That's on page 129. The act of disarming is simply getting rid of an opponent's weapon. It can be used as a defensive move or can be done as a strike during a hold, joint lock, or during any one-handed grappling maneuver. Normally, it counts as one melee attack or action. However, it can take place as an automatic parry. Disarm does not give the weapon to the character making a disarm move. True, the item is forced out of the victim's grasp, but is either knocked away or falls to the ground. So you can use this as a combination instead of a combination attack dodge. It can be a combination grab disarm. It can be used as a combination move, which means you can grab. If you successfully get a wrist lock, you can twist their wrist to make them drop their knife, dagger, gun, whatever. Again, thank you very much. Subscribe if you love wrist locks. Yeah. But yeah, we'll move on. Let's find something new. We've already talked about joint locks quite a bit. We've already talked about katas. Circular parry. Let's go to page 132. Circular parry. The main idea here is that the martial artist can parry all attacks that come in regardless of direction. So long as the defender is aware that the attacker exists, there is no limit to how many blows can be parried and from what any direction. Works like an automatic parry. However, using circular parry limits the character to only one attack strike action per round. Several circular parries can be done per melee, just like normal parry. Now, what this means is that if you are being attacked from multiple angles at once, you can use a circular parry to block all attacks incoming from any direction. That's its special ability. That's its coolness.
Mar Hawkman, it's not as successful as you might think, though. It has a very low rate of actual success.
What?
Taking somebody's weapon when you parry him.
Yes.
I've watched the Marines do that training. Even Jackie Chan, if you watch all of his outtakes, he doesn't even succeed 20% of the time. So yeah. I watched the Marines do that training. It is effective, but it's more about 9 times out of 10, the gun's just going to fall on the ground. And then the other 9 times out of the 1 that you get it, it's not in any position to do anything with.
Yeah, you're holding it in the wrong orientation. If you wanted to shoot yourself, maybe, but probably not somebody else. Now let's move to page 133. This is your somersault. This is your escaping combat range. This is an escape maneuver used to get in and out of combat range. If used in place of a character's attack, it means a character can move into combat range or leave the combat area. If used instead of parry or dodge, it means that the character must roll over the attacker's strike and use only the bonus for somersault. Success means avoiding the attack and rolling out of combat range. Failure to beat the strike means you take full damage and no chance. That means if someone attacks you and I want to dodge with somersault, and you successfully do, not only did you dodge that attack, you are now outside of his melee combat range. He has to blow an action to close again, to be able to strike you again. Again, you're even in Heroes Unlimited, you're taking away his actions. You're making him waste movement. You're making him waste attacks. So we're done. That's the end. So that was the main problem a lot of people had with Heroes Unlimited, moving Ninjas and Super Spies to Heroes Unlimited. Is Heroes Unlimited people have 2 more attacks. And there's always an attack deficit if you're using a Ninja and Super Spies character. Yes, there is. But if you're using the Ninjas and Super Spies skills and abilities, in my opinion, you more than make up for that deficit of 2 attacks per round, because you make them waste their attacks so much that they may have even a net number of attacks less than you by the end of every round. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I hope you made it to the very end, and I hope you subscribe. And if you have any questions, any concerns, if you're watching this on Twitch right now, segment 3, you can jump in or you can throw it in chat. If you are watching this on YouTube, please put some comments below your experiences using Ninjas and Super Spies in Heroes Unlimited. Did it work out for you, or was that +2 attack deficit just always damning in your game? I want to know. Let me know in the comments.
All right.
Lost Ogre says, will you please hold still so I can hit you? No. The answer is always a hard no. All right.
Yeah, I always struggled with Ninjas and Super Spies book. I'll be honest with you, I was starting to disengage here when you're going through all the chi stuff, because I'm just like, oh God, here we go. It's not you. It's like I've always felt that way. I like the martial arts for the different bonuses. I like having that variation instead of just basic expert.
Yes.
Martial art assassin. But outside of that, I don't like any of the other stuff. Now, to be fair, they need that other stuff, because if we were to talk about the Super Spy side, the technology that they get and some of the things that they can do with the infrared vision and robotics and cybernetics and so on and so forth does get pretty crazy. So the ninja side does need that. But I've to be fair, I like the concept of Ninjas and Super Spies. I have played in a Ninjas and Super Spies game, but after a while, it just goes, it's beautiful disaster. What do you mean disaster?
Well, it's the same problem you have with the system. There's so many different bonuses depending on what attack you're doing that you basically have to write down your total bonus for every
Yeah.
single attack you could possibly do to make gameplay move as quickly as you want.
Again, I think that just falls on the whole thing of THAC0 with me. I get it. There are easier systems out there. There are better systems out there. I will never say that there's not. But people who whine about THAC0 deserve to be slapped hard.
Yeah.
And if they wear glasses, make sure the glasses go flying.
But with Palladium, as long as you spend an hour building your character and then going through and writing down all the bonuses, this is what I get when I'm crouching. This is what I get when I'm punching. This is what I get when I'm dodging. And you have them all written down. They don't change until you level up. Right. And then you spend another 30 minutes changing all these bonuses. And then you're done.
Actually, leveling up is pretty quick. You only change maybe what, 2?
Well, no. Well, obviously, with the advent of ninjas and super spies, you're going to be changing a lot more. You're going to get new powers, new abilities. All of your stuff is going to go up at a different rate than it used to, because remember, just like there was only 4 before, now there's 41. So. Right. Yeah, so you're gonna have to look up things. It's gonna take a little longer.
Less of a problem with the martial arts side, more of a problem with like the shooty side, where it's like, oh, now I get +2 to sniping, but only when laying down. Oh, I get +4 to this, but only when doing these other things,
aiming and crouching and buttressed against something else. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but as long as you can write down all those situations, then you're good. But it's hard in the beginning to write down all those situations. But I'm going to get more to drink, so I'll be back in just a moment.